I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
Oh yes. Now we're about a week from Thanksgiving 2025. So it's November the 17th, 2025. It seems that this space has taken up some some business, if you will. And let's talk about what is a conquered man. But before I go there, right? Before I go there with the conquered man thing, I want to address something real quick. Um, there is a reason why I do interviews, um, and I might do a separate video on this, separate live stream on why I do videos, why I do interviews, and I do it because far too long concerning this space, rather, right? Concerning this space was created as originally this space was created as a political space, as a black we're black men, um to be more into the activist side of things, and also spread some sort of knowledge, right? But because of the clowns and the introduction of the clowns and the clowns like your Tommy Sotomayor's and such, right? um because of that, you know what, let me move my you move it over here. I don't like how, yeah, move it over here. Because of the clowns and such, what's going on, Stanley Cross? Shout out to Stanley Cross, man. Because of the clowns like Tommy Sotomayor and his introduction of buffoonery, and then with the black manospheres 2.0 appearance, I believe it was, you know, we have become into a cesspool. And there has been people telling me to get out of the cesspool that is black YouTube, and it's hard, right? Um, I did it in 2016, 2017. I came back in because of the issues of this white person by the name of Junk Pop Video and him calling CPS on black women. That's the reason why I came back to this cesspool. And I'm trying to leave this cesspool again. That's why I'm doing interviews. And then you got some people. If y'all look on my interview I did, look at the person who was in there creating problems. I'm doing the interview with a congressional candidate, and you bums are trying to hinder that, trying to call this man on the phone. Y'all try to call this man, email this man, and tell him that he shouldn't have that he shouldn't have done the interview with me because I made anti-female, anti-black, and I promote violence. I already surmised of who this person is. I already figured out who you are. And it did not even take me that long to do it. And I'm going to say this to you. You are over the age of 55. I'm talking to you. You're over the age of 55, and you've been a hating ass nigga ever since. Because I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with anybody else. I'm not playing with the gang who you hang around with. And this is the reason why it's bringing back to this is the reason why I bring right back to this topic about only conquered men to shame, blame, and explain. You see, this space is created of SBE. This space, this cesspool that Kelly Ray calls it, is created by shaming, blaming, and explaining about women. Primarily black women, but yet eventually white women and other groups of women are going to be part of it. Only conquered men can wake up in the morning. See, the thing is, you're not conquered by white men or white people. That's too easy. That's too easy. But let me not get ahead of myself, right? Let me not get ahead of myself. So shout out to Uncut Underground, because I saw this link. So let me go ahead and play this clip. Now, notice, I want y'all to notice something real quick. Look at the title. Why do black people think they are entitled to arguing with white people?
No, fatty, I don't want to talk to you. I mean, like, and this is the crazy thing. It's like, I don't want to talk. Why would I want to talk to you? Like, Ilkin, screen record it and release it. I'll give you my permission. I'll give you my permission. You could screen record, but you better screen record the entire. No, fatty, I don't want to talk to you. I mean, like, and this is the crazy thing. It's like, I don't want to talk. Why would I want to talk to you? Like, Ilkin, screen record it and release it. I'll give you my permission. I'll give you my permission. You could screen record, but you better screen record the entire thing. No, and this is the other thing Black people do. They say they're running when they're so unlikable and unpleasant that we don't want to talk to them. Like, I mean, do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like you are so incredibly unpleasant to talk to that we say, okay, we're going to do our own show over here and then we can just never talk again. It's so great. I did say that's why Blacks today can't get ahead. See, that's another thing Black people do. They use.
Let me just stop right there. Right. Let's not, you know, Pearl Ward Ree, right? Poor Pearl Ward Ree, right? I call this Pearl Ward Ree. Shout out to Ty City for that, and I'm still in it. But the thing is, I'm looking at if y'all. I got some links in the description box, by the way, because Anger Man going to sit there and support this, right? And this is what women like. I forgot that woman from that Caribbean woman who's over here. She said Black men are conquered. And this is a prime example of this, right? Y'all went to this woman, put this woman on the pedestal. Y'all couldn't find an attractive white woman. I mean, y'all couldn't go to Nola Girl. Nola Girl was attractive. That Nola Girl was an attractive white woman. Yet you want to go to Pearl. And then why not get you the smartest white woman, right? Pearl is not that bright. You could have talked to Diana Davidson. Diana is 100 miles ahead, 1,000 miles ahead of Pearl. But because Diana won't do the white supremacist route, and Nola Girl is married to a black man, so therefore she's not going to do the white supremacy part. Y'all kind of put her, y'all told Nola Girl back in the day that no, you can't talk because you hang around with black women. So you tell a white woman she's no longer a part of the deal because she's hanging around with African American women, and she's married to a black man. And Diana is Canadian, and Diana is older and had gray hair. She's in her 50s. We just going to ignore that. But yet you going to go to Pearl, and Diana is bisexual. So y'all can't, you know. But anyway, right? Anyway, right? So y'all gonna cast these two to the side because on some superficial bullshit. But then y'all put this woman on the pedestal. But she falsely accused, I'm gonna say it again, She falsely accused a black man that was her coach. And any time when that is brought up, y'all have nothing to say. When her boyfriend, that big fat 400-pound Negro that she was dating, I forgot his name. When she messed up his career, got beside his head and twisted his and turned his brain into scrambled eggs, y'all sit there and will not question, wait a minute, if she do this black man so bad, why are we still trying to support her? Then when she did that to that coach, now that's two black men, and then the other black men, like what's his name in Great Britain, scratch that. Those 3 black men in the UK, I should say, yes, because she ruined 3 more. So that's 5 black men she fucked over. We can also say she fucked over mediocre in the Turals. When the man had cancer in his balls, they had to remove one of his nuts. And she got on the air and making fun of that while that man, while he and what's that woman's name? I forgot that woman's name that went over there with him. Spent all that time in London at that flat, at that studio, break bread with her, while y'all trying to shame, blame, and explain about black women or women in general. You're making money hand over fist, and then y'all got rid of Jessica X in the process. Only conquered men would give up their morals. Only conquered men would give up and relinquish their integrity. Only conquered men will actually break their sword to be seen as men in a conservative way. You don't belong at the table of nations. Everybody else is at the table except for you. Okay? Then Anger Man going to show up on Sharon's channel, and but there's one point that Anger Man said though that was correct, but I'll talk about that later on. A lot of y'all could be respected today if you would have fixed that problem yesterday. Let me say this again. A lot of you could have been respected today if y'all had fixed that problem yesterday. There was a problem that could have been solved. There was plenty opportunities to solve the issue. O'Shea Duke Jackson had hinted at this when he talked about Mr. Research. Mr. Research was of the idea of black men using the internet to advance a certain goal, activism. And let me say, before somebody said I'm going to cape on, I'm dig riding on Mr. Research. Let me sit here and say this right now, so everybody can understand how I feel. First of all, fuck Mr. Research. However, let me give him his flowers. Yes, I did say fuck Mr. Research. Now I'm gonna tell you, let's give him his flowers, because he is correct. Mr. Research, during his time over here, said that black men needs to be politically and socially active. But because you was too damn, and you know what? Now I know some idiot is going to say something, right? I know some idiot is going to sit there and make a community post and say something that's not true. So let me go ahead and show you this. So let me go get in my YouTube studio. Let me get in my studio real quick, because we're gonna go back in time, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go way back in time, right? We can go way back in time to 2014. Yes, we can go way back to 2014. Right? You see, over here, right? I did a video in 2014, and where I was telling people to get politically involved, especially black men. Now, I was in my early 30s at the time. I was in my 30s. Just turned. Wait, when was this? I'm trying to remember. I was 30. Well, you know what? No, let me just say I was in my early 30s. All right. So I was in my early 30s when I did this video. Right. In January 2014. And I told y'all then, if you want the world to respect you, if you want black women and women in general to respect you, you have to fix the problem. You have to slay that dragon. Okay? The man does not go to the king's castle and want to marry the princess. No, he has to earn that right to have time, at least not even have 5 minutes with this princess. He have to do something to garner her attention and the audience of the royal court. Okay? You want respect, then you're going to have to do what needs. Then, therefore, you have to be the person who be seen as not only as a competitor, but as an equal. This is the reason why you are a conquered man. Because you think this is a power move. You think shame, blame, and explain is a power move. Okay. Well, okay, let's talk about it. Better yet, since you are here, okay, since you're here, think it out loud, 25. Since you're here saying that and don't know crap about me, I tell you what, since you don't know shit from oatmeal, I'll do this. I mean, listen. We'll do this right here. Okay? What's stopping you? Now let's go back to what I said earlier, because he asked a question. Well, what's stopping you, Big J? Well, let's talk about it. Now, early in this live stream, I was talking about my interviews, right? And who is this?
What's up, man?
Yes.
What's good? What's going on?
Nothing much, but who is this I'm speaking to?
Thinking Out Loud 25, the angry black man.
Uh-huh. And your problem?
Well, you said something about those guys should start a political movement. I'm asking, where's yours? Let's get it popping.
And what's your reason coming over here then?
It's YouTube, isn't it?
Right, it is YouTube.
Right.
You know, I'm sitting here. You know, I do got eyes. I think I can see. I'm on YouTube. I'm on StreamYard.
Right.
I'm on my other social media platforms, which I will not mention over here because this is also going on my other social media platforms. So therefore, though, again, can you please tell me why you asking me? No, better yet, question. Why are you asking me this question anyway? Hello.
Yeah. Say what now?
Now, what? No, what's the purpose of your question?
What question?
That you just asked, or do I have to put it up here for you? Do I have to
Because you meant I just told you what's the reason. I mean, It's just a question.
Okay,
Instead of answering the question, you sound like you beating around the bush. I'm just asking. I mean, since you recommend other people start a political movement, I'm asking, where's yours? Like, we can just get behind your movement.
Because I, for one, just like what I said at the early part of this live stream, when I was doing some interviews, you got some bitch ass niggas trying to contact people who I interview and try to disrupt. You got a 55-year-old man who got gray hair is trying to disrupt this what I'm trying to do with my interviews. So this is the reason. So this is the reason why I'm asking. You know,
that didn't answer my question, though, bro.
No. That is the answer to your question because
that is not an answer to my question.
Because 10 years ago, when I try to do that shit, you niggas fucked that up.
So in other words, you don't have one.
That's all you had to say, bro. No, the only answer is though I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell you what it is because y'all don't listen to me anyway, and so why should I give a fuck?
That That doesn't make any sense.
Right. Now you're right. You're
That
right.
doesn't make any sense.
What I said does not make any sense. Just as your question does not make any sense.
No, you recommended that other people start a movement. I'm asking where's yours.
I mean,
So if you didn't have one,
if you have
instead of beating around the bush for 5 minutes, you could have just said that, bro.
Hold on.
Just say you don't have a movement.
Hold
Like,
on.
that's all you gotta say.
No. I don't tell people what I do.
I know.
But not anymore. I don't. Not anymore. I don't.
I know.
So the thing is, if you got all this, because I'm a failed YouTuber, according to some people, right? And because I'm a failed YouTuber, so if you have a massive following, and I'm using quotation terms, massive, but if you got a sizable following, and your topic is men's rights, black men can't, black men ain't getting ahead. The black woman won't let me lead. She won't submit. Blah blah. The child support, all that. Well, shouldn't you have a political move using all those subs, using all that donations, all that to create something?
Not necessarily. No, depends on if they want to start a movement or not. If somebody just wants to get money on YouTube, that's their right.
Well, wait a minute. How come you don't ask him that? How come you don't ask a city in that?
Because they're not telling other people to do it. They're not suggesting that other people do it like you did. That's why you got asked that question.
No. The answer should be asked to them because they came here. The sole purpose on coming on YouTube was to shame, blame, and explain about
that's their right.
Black female.
That's
behavior.
Their right. That's their right to do.
And they don't. And they themselves are not living in a righteous manner.
That's their right to do. You don't have to agree with it. That's your right to disagree with it.
Hold on. You're right. They have the right to say it, right? But,
okay, so what's the problem?
Understand though, they're not righteous in their own self. See, a lot of these people
that's subjective.
Subjective? How?
Because when we talk about righteous, I mean, that's subjective. For example, the Ku Klux Klan say that they're righteous. Some people disagree with that. So I don't do the holier than thou game with YouTubers.
Wait a minute. But y'all said that black women are the worst stewards.
Who is y'all? Who is y'all? Why are you saying y'all?
I'm talking about in this space. When I say you, I'm talking about this space. In this space, we have people who says black women are the worst stewards on the planet. Black women have all these abortions. Black women did this, and the black female. Hey, no, hold on. Let me say this. I'm not here to put on a cape. I'm not here to be a simp. I'm not here on that blue pill shit. This looks bad for the future generations of boys. How this looks, a bunch of 50, 40 plus year old men coming online complaining about women that they will never even be in the same room with. Now, do you see that as problematic?
No.
Really? It's not a problem?
No. I see it as reactionary.
Reaction to what?
To the black women that do it.
But not everybody subscribes to that notion, though. I mean, not every black woman subscribe to that behavior.
True.
Then why sit there and mainly as a pejorative to stereotyping the black women, and then then they go to white people, white conservatives, white racists who turn right back around and condemn them. So, you using white conservative talking points to condemn your own half of your population. That makes no sense.
Well, again, I mean, you have black women that do it.
I'm talking. I'm
I
talking
mean,
black
because before,
men.
like, take me for example. Before I heard of anything called a red pill or blue pill, I heard of divestors.
Well, the red pill community been here for 20 years. So
Well,
that's
I'm
as
just
far as I
saying,
go.
like, I never heard of that. I did hear of divestors, though. They
Yeah,
say
yeah, yeah.
horrible, nasty things about black men. I don't see anybody getting upset with them. So to me, this so-called red pill, black pill
Wait.
space is just the reaction to the divestors. I
Well,
mean, what you think? You're gonna make a change? You're gonna be Cynthia G and say abort black boys, and nobody's gonna have anything to say back? Of course, you're gonna get some reaction to that, and that's what red pill is, in my opinion.
well, I'm not here to. Well, see, in the title it says "but." I hope you know. I
Hmm.
hope you know who says entitled, but because I'm about to talk about the women in a minute, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, because PhD says something that needs to be talked about. But we're talking about the men first because I more have a problem more with them than these heifers online. So because I'm talking about the opportunity. Because if you have all this massive appeal, you have an online following. Why sit there and why now complain about the disrespect you received today when you could have fixed the problem 10 years ago when there was an opportunity to change to make the correct changes. Y'all failed to make them. I'm not talking about you. When they failed to make the correct changes to society, now though now though the problem is still continuous. Now though they wonder why Angerman and uh Angerman and Tommy and even Fatty, they now sitting there acting like why they're being disrespected. Well, you should have well for Tommy and Angerman in this case, they should have went ahead and fixed that problem years ago when I was trying to talk to them. This is only about making money off the misery of other people. And that's what it is. They're not here to help black men, help black boys. Not here to changing the education system. It's not here to change the criminal justice system or the military industrial complex. It's none of those things, or the banking institutions that won't lend black people funds to fix up or buy houses. So therefore though, um what they are doing is is being a clown show. So I'm gonna be solo on this chat room on this panel uh whatever your name is, was it ABM, angry black man.
Yes,
So
sir.
so so the rest of this I'm going to be solo right now. So
Hmm.
thank you for coming up. Thank
All right,
you.
no problem, man.
All right. Bye bye. Now anyway, where was I at? Yeah. Go ahead and donate if you want. I don't care. All right. I don't care about that donations like that. Because I know somebody going to talk about, yeah, Big J, those $300. But anyway, let me talk about the female side of this shit. The women who goes around talking about black men or conquered men, right? There's only two women who say that shit all the time. And that's explaining the "but" in the title. There's a woman on here, she's Jamaican. She used to talk about black men are conquered. I'm trying to remember her name. What's her name? The one that lived in the van. The one that lived in the van. She used to say black men are conquered. She still do videos saying that, right? I'm trying to remember her name. Somebody help me out. She has short hair. She has short hair. What's her name? She has very short hair. Tanya TKO. Thank you. Thank you, love, wisdom. Tanya TKO. She used to say this a lot. Black men are conquered men. Now, I remember seven years ago. No, scratch that. Wasn't 7 years ago. Let's go back 9 years ago when she was living in her car. Now, if black men were conquered, right? If black men were conquered, Tanya TKO, how did you upgrade yourself? See, I see back then, before you new niggas got up in here, Tanya, you used to talk a lot of shit about black men, right? And then ultimately she was living in the car and woo 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 woo, right? How did you got yourself a house now, Tanya? Because when you put out your Cash App, it was black men, along with your sisters, along with the sisterhood, donated money to your black ass, Tanya. See, I have a long memory. I may forget the names, but I do not forget the event. All right, I may not remember the names, but I do remember the event. So black men gave her some money so she can upgrade herself. But yet you said black men are what's the word? Conquered. Conquered men don't donate or don't have the option to donate. Men who are conquered will be in chains. So if a man's in chains, how can he give you something if he's still in chains? And let's go back to the other one named, what's the name? PH Diva. Black men are conquered. She loved to say that, right? You see, I guess I guess PH Diva kind of forgot something here in a minute. If a black men are so conquered as what she says, how come you don't carry the weight? What are you talking about, Big J? What do you mean by that? If black men are conquered, how come you don't have your own channel, PH Diva? How come you stand on the shoulders of Sharon and Brownsville? How come it takes Brownsville and Sharon to prop your ass up on the pedestal when you can't even carry anything by yourself? Yet you said you have a PhD, but then though you never use your PhD to advance the community. Now explain that. And it's something like what I told the eagle, the bald eagle, Cynthia G, right? I told Cynthia G, and see, I'm probably one of the only few people who have debated Cynthia G and drive her nuts. But y'all should think about that too. How can Big J can defeat Cynthia G in a debate? Because the thing is, I'm gonna talk about this too. Why I said I'm better than most of you niggas over here. Cynthia G cannot stop me. Cynthia G cannot handle what I said. See, the problem is with her problem with me is I have knowledge. You know, my upbringing is a lot different than most black men on here. She can't run that same game, that same football play every time. Because if you keep doing that passing throw, that the veer to right football, and veers a football play. If you can't do these veers, these passing to the tight end, understand my safety is going to sit there and actually intercept that. Like the time when I talked about Cynthia, I told Cynthia G, okay, you have this degree in psychology. What have you done? Have you helped anybody with your psychology degree? All I got was a blank stare. What have you done with your psychology degree, Cynthia? See, every other black man in this space, in this cesspool, will talk about Robert Perkins and talk about that that rug that's on the top of her head, and talk about she got alopecia and what other stupid juvenile argument y'all would put out. No, talk about what she have against her. You have a psychology degree? Yes. Who have you helped with your degree? If you're here to help black women. You see, the reason why you don't, and this go right back to the black men. The reason why you don't belong on the table of nations, because everything is a game to you. Everything is everything is playful. Y'all want to play games. Y'all want to sit here and actually want to think everything is a joke, or things should be treated in a nonchalant way. Not seeing that this is a political social play being used against you. Now, right now, white conservatives don't need y'all anymore. MAGA don't need y'all anymore. And fewer every 2 months, I see a black conservative or a couple black conservatives kind of saying, this "Make America Great Again" ain't really making me great. There's a guy on Twitter called himself the black MAGA pastor. He changed his name after he found out how racist those same people that he's sitting there taking pictures with at Trump rallies because he was too busy trying to shame, blame, and explain about the black female and the black community that he failed to realize that you're willing to sell your soul, you know, because you feel weak. And I'm gonna say this too: you're arguing from the position of weakness. That's what SBE does. You're arguing your own position from the position of weakness. Same way like Stephen A. Smith trying to shame, blame, explain on SBE on Serena Williams. And look what happened to Stephen A. I'll let y'all see. Y'all can't even connect the dots, you know. But then again, my upbringing is very different than most of y'all. So therefore, though, I see the world totally different because I'm not urban. And I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if you think I'm being aloof. If you niggas think, though, I'm being arrogant. In fact, I should be arrogant, but I'm not. I wish I was arrogant. I wish I was arrogant. I wish I was the asshole that some of y'all think I am. See, a lot of y'all got away with shit. Some of you women got away with shit too. Let's not get it twisted. But the thing is, though, I'm not going to quote unquote put on a facade. I'm not going to put on a facade like Sharon is doing and talking about I'm here to protect the black female when prior to that you was months, weeks. I said weeks prior, you was doing the Manister thing with fucking ass Daryl Long. I'm not going to sit here and put on a facade and call every black female queens, but then turn around and won't call my wife a queen, just like what Brownsville does. You call every woman queen except for the one that's under your roof. See, I wish I was an asshole to do shit like this, but I'm not. I want to be, I can't. A lot of y'all frauds. I'm a voice for the everyday brother. Really? If you're the voice of the everyday brother, then therefore, though, you should be more worried about the crime in fucking Philadelphia, Obsidian, rather than worrying about what a black woman, why figuring out why black women had not dated you in 1986. I told Obsidian, okay, Obsidian, you gotta have a new black mayor of Philly. How come you ain't writing a letter to her about the crime in north part of Philly? Work with her, try and find a way you can work with her to help black men. Since you're supposed to be the leader of the black manager, how come you ain't helping black men? How come you and Joey? Yeah, I said, how about you and Joey and also and Dr. Umar didn't meet up with her to solve black crime in the northern part of Philly? And yet y'all want to talk about you're not conquered. No, you're not conquered by the white man. No. No, you're not conquered by white supremacy. No, 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 no. You're conquered by your own fucking lack of morals and lack of integrity. That's why you're conquered. But y'all want to come to my channel. You got a 55-year-old old ass nigga having 2 accounts, going to the person who I just interviewed, trying to email him and call him the fuck up what I'm trying to do. Do y'all realize I really don't want to fuck with y'all anymore? I mean, it's like though y'all have this. It's like y'all fucking retarded. I think you know I don't want to fuck with you. Why are you still trying to talk to me? Why are you still trying to underline me? Oh, because I told your boy the truth about himself. Because I told your boy on that channel about himself, and y'all don't like it. Y'all spend all this time trying to troll my channel. Y'all spend all this time attacking my own supporters. Y'all spend all this time, yet though Pearl can sit here, Pearl can go over here. Let's go back over here. Pearl can come over here and disrespect you Negroes who put her on that pedestal. But I don't see none of you Negroes trying to undermine, I don't know why I said undermine her. I don't see it. How come you're not trying to undermine Pearl? When she disrespect you after you put her on that on that pedestal. Yeah, black fatigue. Black fatigue, right? But yet y'all put her on that pedestal. But y'all ain't trolling. Y'all ain't trying to troll her. Y'all ain't trying to dox her. Y'all ain't trying to harass her. Y'all ain't trying to dog pile on her ass. Yet when all you Negroes put her up on that damn pedestal, not right now, May. Not right now, because I'm about to head on in. I'm not gonna be here very, very long. No, I won't. That's why I have no fucking respect for any of you dumb niggas over here. You're trying to undermine me, but this white bitch can sit there, talk all that racist shit to you niggas, and you put her up on the fucking pedestal She's on your shoulders. Hip hop hooray. I have no respect for y'all. Yes, you are conquered. You're conquered by your fucking ass juvenile behavior, by your arrested development. That's what conquered you. So let me get out of here.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.